Good morning, Year 6, and welcome to today's maths lesson, where we're going to be looking at using the formula to find the area and circumference of a circle. Now then, C equals pi d. This is a formula to find the circumference of the circle. Remember, that is the distance around the outside edge of the circle. So what does a d stand for? What does this symbol, pi, mean? Well, the d stands for diameter. And the symbol pi, well, this symbol here is called pi. Pi is a number that has trillions of digits, and pi can be shortened for us to 3.14. So the circumference of a circle is equal to pi d. Now, what that means is basically some multiplication. So to find out the circumference of this circle here, remember that is the distance around the outside edge, how big this is here. What I will do is I will take my formula, and C is equal to pi d. That means pi times d. So the circumference is equal to, remember pi stands for 3.14, multiplied by the diameter, that is the distance across the circle, so that is 5. So the circumference is equal to 3.14 times 5. Well, what I can do is you can multiply it by 10 and half it, or you could use a more formal way, such as column method. So let me do the column method. 3.14 times by 5. Decimal place can go into the same place. 5 times 4 is 20, so 0 and 2. 5 times 1 is, of course, 5 plus 2 is 7. And 5 times 3 is 15, 15.70. So the circumference is equal to 15.7. Okay, that is the circumference of the circle. Now, that means that the distance around here is 15.7 centimeters. Okay, let's have a look at another one. Same thing here. I've got my diameter. Okay, that is going across. Now I want to find out the circumference. That is the distance around the circle. So C is equal to pi d. So C is equal to 3.14 times by 18. Okay then. Again, I'm going to use a formal method for this one. So C is equal to 3.14 times by 18. Decimal place is going to stay there. So 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 1 is 8 plus 3 is 11. And then 8 times 3 is 24 plus 1 is 25. Times by 10 now, the one here. So I'm going to put in my place value holder. Decimal place stays the same. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. Okay then. I can now add them together. So that'll be 2, 5, decimal place will not move, 6 and 5. 56.52. So the circumference is equal to 56.52 centimeters. And there we go. That's how I work out the circumference of a circle. Remember, that is a distance around the outside edge. Now, what do you think this formula is for? A equals pi r squared. What could that be? Well, the A stands for area. So the area is equal to pi r squared. So to find the area of a circle, I do pi r squared. Pi is going to still be 3.14. The r is the radius squared. Now remember, the diameter is across the circle through the center point, whereas the radius is from the center point to the edge. Okay, so it's half of the diameter. So to find out the area of a circle, how much space is inside a circle, okay, I do area is equal to pi r squared. So the area is equal to 3.14 times by 8 squared. Now I can use my BODMAS here. So I'm going to do the squared first. So the area of this is going to equal to 3.14 times by 8 squared. So that's 8 times 8. Remember, squared is times by itself. So 8 times 8 is, of course, 64. So the area is equal to, again, I'm going to use a formal method to do this. So I've got 3.14 multiplied by 64. Decimal place will not change. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 1 is 5. And 4 times 3 is 12. Then I'm going to be timesing by the 60 here. So decimal place in the same area. Apologies. Let's get rid of that. Decimal place in the same area. And then, of course, because I'm times by 60, I've got my place value holder there. Ignore the line, I apologise. So 6 times 4 is going to be 24. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 2 is 8. And then 6 times 3 is, of course, 18. And I can now add these together. So that's 6, 9, decimal place will not change. 2 plus 8 is obviously 10. And then I've got another 10 there. And there we go. The area of this shape is equal to 200.96 centimetres squared. That is the area of this circle. I've worked it out. Let's have a look at another one here, and you need to be careful with this one. So to find out the area of this shape, of this circle, I'm going to do A is equal to pi r squared. So the area is equal to 3.14 multiplied. Now I'm not multiplying by 24 squared because this is a diameter, so be careful. The diameter is the whole way across. I need the radius r. So it's half of this, so it's 12 squared. So I will do here is the area is equal to 3.14 multiplied by 12 squared. That's 12 times 12, which is 144. Again, I can then use my formal method to work this out. So the area is equal to 3.14 multiplied by 144. Okay then. So I have got my decimal places can stay. I'm always going to have 3 here, so we'll just keep them there. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And 4 times 3 is, of course, 12. I'm now going to multiply by the 40. Well, again, place value in here. And it's going to be the exact same as what I've just already done, because I've just multiplied by 4. So there's going to be a 6 there. It's obviously going to be a 5 there, and a 1 and a 2 there. And now I'm going to multiply by my 100. Well, that becomes really easy. I have my 2 place value holders, and then 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 1 is 1, and 1 times 3 is 3. 314. I can now add these together, which will give me 6, 11. Decimal place obviously stays where it is. 2 plus 5 is 7. Plus 1 is 8. Plus 4 is 12. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 is 5. And 3 plus 1 is 4. So the area of this circle is 452.16 centimetres squared. So it's now time for you to go and have a go at your work. So complete the circle worksheets have been sent to your parents. That will be looking at area and the circumference of a circle. So please remember these formulas. The circumference of a circle is equal to pi d, so 3.14 times the diameter. And the area is equal to pi r squared. So that's 3.14 times by the radius squared. Okay. Now remember, send your work to me as soon as it's finished. And of course, there are some extension activities on Sticky Ladder or Sumdog if you want to go a little bit further. Thank you very much, Year 6, and I look forward to speaking to you very soon.